Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Tech Break by Friday. So, did you love Stitch as a kid? He was one of my favorite characters from Disney when I was a kid. So, Google didn't actually release him to the public, at least not yet. I don't know what their intentions are about that. But basically, we are diving into Google Stitch, which is Google's brand new AI powered design tool that's changing how we build websites and apps. So, let's dive in. So we will go through over what Google Stitch is and we will give a small introduction. Imagine designing your dream app or website in plain English and having an AI instantly generating a working design, complete with code, export options, whatever you need. So this is only the design part of the code. Of course, if you need to actually bind it with the backend and database in order for this to work. So that's the magic of Google Stitch. Launched as part of Google Labs, Stitch utilizes advanced AI models to transform your text prompts or images into fully designed user interfaces for web and mobile in minutes. So let's see how we can get started with Google Stitch and how you can build your own first project with that. Step 1. Access Stitch. Head to stitchwithgoogle.com. I will leave a link below and sign in with your Google account. You will see a clean interface with sample projects and a big prompt box waiting for your idea. So if you want to actually see the pictures and the design that I have made as a demo for this episode, I will also leave a link below in the show notes to the blog post. So now choose a platform that you want to design in. Decide if it's like a mobile or if it's like a web platform, and you can do that by toggle towards this option inside their website. Step 3, you need to describe your idea. So in the prompt box, you need to type a detailed description of what you want. For example, let's say I want a recipe app with a minimalist style and a green color palette. Like you want to give it something a bit more specific towards your idea or styling. So it came back with a natural language response of what it could generate, what pages it wanted to generate. For example, home, recipe detail, favorites, profile, and some other screens, for example, in order for you to be able to see your vision and your recipes inside this app. After agreeing to generate the proposed screens, I got some like really beautiful results. And you can also see that here. Um, it generated the design in a minute. Like you have a fully on app idea about how it will be your home screen, about how the recipe would look, where the photos will go. um, Amazing. It's all internally underlying HTML and CSS code so far from however I don't know if this is for everyone's designing like front end UIs. I don't think everyone is using HTML and CSS code, but it's a really good start. Like you really start from like 80% of your design there, which is something I think is really useful for developers and designers as well. Another option that you can do is use Google Stitch to upload a sketch or a screenshot of what you want and start from a visual point. So, Stitch experimental mode lets you even use images as inspiration. Let's now go to how you can actually make this design yours. And this is the fun part. You can customize and export this design. You can refine it by using built-in tools. You can tweak the colors, the themes, the layouts. You can remove sections, change buttons, like all with natural language processing. You just tell to Stitch about it, write it in plain English, and it will update the design. And this is like mind blowing for me. I don't have to spend so much time ideating about a UI now. I can start from like something that is there and I can build on top of it. So you have two export options. One of them is you can export to Figma. I think this is really useful for designers as well. With one click, you send your design to Figma for further editing and team collaboration. And you can also, I think, connect your Figma account with the Google Stitch. You can use it like automatically. You can also get the code downloaded to your system with HTML, CSS for your own project, and you can start building right there from that side on. So, who is this tool for? So, Stitch is perfect for designers who want to speed up prototyping. Instead of spending multiple hours prototyping an idea for a client, you can use Google Stitch, test out some ideas, see different ideas that you have, and then pick the right one for you. Developers needing quick UI mockups. For example, if you are a developer and you want to create an interface for a client that it's only in the first initial phase, you can create an easy UI mockup in like minutes and see if the project even go to the other phases before you try to generate something beautiful. Entrepreneurs validating app ideas. So this is something that if you are, let's say, a startup and you don't have a big budget, you can put a demo or a beta version of your app with a design that it's like 80% there, and you can customize it. And then when you need, you can actually hire full-time UI UX designer to make your platform a lot better. And I would lastly say anyone who is curious with like AI powered design, or anyone who is like an AI enthusiast and likes to test tools and play around with them. I think in the era of AI, why don't we just play a lot with more of the tools that we have? At least we can try them out and see which ones are for us, for our automations, for our workflows, for our ideas. So it's not about replacing designers or developers. It's about giving you a head start so you can focus on the more creative and complex parts of your project. You might have a difficult problem that you might solve, and you are a developer and you want to solve that problem. So spending a lot of time on the UI, maybe it's not a good ROI on your time. This is also something that can be really effective. So I would like now to give you some sort of like tips for more effective use. So every outcome that comes from an AI is basically driven from your prompt. So your prompt is the main thing that it uses to generate that, and it depends how well or good structure it is, what you will get at the end. So be specific in your prompts, describe colors, layout, and vibe. Experiment with both text and image inputs. I would like to see more people experimenting with that, because it's also like a test phase for Google as well, and I think they try to improve the product. So maybe we will get something even more mind-blowing in the future. I'm really like optimistic about that. You can use the prompt guide that they have in their FAQ section within Stitch for inspiration and troubleshooting. I will also leave a link down below to that. You can read more about how to structure these prompts for you. That will help you, I think, into creating your own ideas. And at the end of the day, remember, these are your own creations. Like, you are prompting it makes a design, and you make it your own by actually customizing it. So you can export and use them as you like, and I think that's a cool part. Thanks for joining us today. I'm curious to see how everyone will use Google Stitch, and dive into the official website or explore some of the awesome tutorials out there. I will be amazed to see what you create. You can leave a comment below if you create anything that you would like me to see. I would love to see your creations. So if you enjoyed this episode, hit the subscribe button so you never miss out the next deep dive that we do into some tech shaping tools. This podcast grows with your support, so we would love to if you could share it with a friend or a colleague who might also find it helpful. Until next time, keep experimenting, keep building, and keep learning. By the way, sorry I didn't include that before. I wanted to tell you that I will be really glad if you leave comments or if you send me DMs on Substack how we can improve our podcast. I would love to see what tools you would like to see next. I have some ideas lined up for the future, but if you want something for me to create specifically and you really think that no one else has done it out there, please comment down below and I will be happy to create that for you.